More and more footage is coming out of the upcoming Star Wars Outlaws game from Ubisoft and Massive, and it looks absolutely terrible. Terrible. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. Roll this up over at thatparkplace.com. Did a video on this earlier this week, but we have even more clips that have surfaced. Obviously, we pointed out this one here from Mangaloyer that came from the IGN review, where we see Kay Vess kind of stun this Pike Syndicate character and then kind of runs up to her, and just all kinds of just idiocy ensues. Let's take a look at this right here.
As such, the blaster battles felt like they had meaningful stakes, and the stealth gameplay had a bit of weight to it because I knew that I'd be up against it as such.
So obviously from the IGN review, talking about how the blaster battles have meaningful stakes and then showing how bad it absolutely is. You literally can't make it up. Just doesn't make any sense. Just kind of showing how dishonest these reviewers are. But let's take a look at the actual clip here and not listen to what the guy's saying. So she stuns the guy like 6 shots, getting hit. That guy, these guys aren't even shooting her. She's standing right next to him. This dude is still stunned. The stun breaks. Looks like I don't know if he shoots her or someone from behind shoots her. And then he's doing like a little circle thing and he turns around like he's Joe Biden, doesn't know where he is, just randomly turns around as Kay runs the other way. Just, what are you doing? Why are you turning around? And shoots off into the, like literally shoots off like all the way over there. She's not even there. And then he kind of finally turns around. Meanwhile, this guy in the foreground here has like run right into her and charges her. So instead of actually just shooting her, like runs into her. And then after like Kay recovers and moves a little bit over, he then tries to shoot her from like 2 feet away and misses. I mean, just absolutely terrible. Like you can't make this stuff up. Just trash. And we got some more of this here. Here's one that Jawa Juice shared with me over on X on the official TPP News Network. If you're not subscribed over there, you should. Share lots of our Park Place articles over there. But you can see here, the stormtroopers are literally firing into the side of the building. So let's look at it again here. Obviously, it's a really short GIF clip, but you can see the stormtroopers are firing into the side of this building. They are not even aiming anywhere. They're literally firing into the side of the building. I think Kay Vess was on her speeder bike. You can see it right here in the middle of the screen. It's kind of right there. So I think what happened is she fell off the bike and was like launched forward potentially. I don't really know. I don't think she probably got launched forward because we'll have another clip later of her being launched off the bike and she doesn't launch forward at all. The physics on that are absolutely terrible, but she's doing some roll. And I think these stormtroopers are supposed to be trying to shoot her over here when she was on the speeder bike. And they're still in that loop, I guess, and haven't recognized that she's now over here. Just absolutely terrible stuff that's happening in this game. I mean, this is unacceptable. Just absolute garbage. Here's another one from Mangaloyer. This one is showing some of the stealth components of the game. And we're going to see Kay here take on a stormtrooper with her bare hands. Knocks him unconscious with her bare hands while the stormtrooper is wearing a helmet. Just completely unbelievable. But let's take a look. Look at that. Just comes up and smacks him in the back of the head on a helmet and knocks him unconscious. Completely unbelievable. It just doesn't happen. And just to kind of point this out, here is a video from Simon Rorick. He was competing in the Armored Combat League's national tournament at FitCon back in 2021 against Andrew Gober. And Simon Rorick is the big guy in the red, and he's going to repeatedly hit Andrew Gober in the head with a pole axe, and Andrew Gober is not knocked unconscious. Now, he's knocked down. He does get, like, dazed, but he is not knocked unconscious. This shows you how unbelievable this tiny woman coming up and smacking a stormtrooper in the back of the head with the helmet on is unbelievable. Let's take a look here at this video here from Simon Rourke.
All right, here we go. Whole axe. Goal is to hit your opponent with an axe. How fun is that? Keep moving, keep moving. It's the only sport where you can hit someone in the face with an axe and not go to prison.
So there you go. You see that he clearly hits him with the axe, knocks him down. But as we'll see here, he's going to get right back up.
Big shot by Simon Rourke. You see the kind of...
See, he gets back up. He's not knocked unconscious. The referee's coming in, checking on him. It obviously ensues. If you want to watch this whole clip, I'll have it in the link in the description below. But if you get to the end of the video here, this dude is so powerful. He tears the guy's helmet apart. Fortunately, Rourke obviously recognizes what he's done, stops, and I think prevents any kind of injury from occurring. But you can see here that this dude is a very big man, and he smacked him with a pole axe on the head, and it knocks him down. It does not knock him unconscious. So this idea that Kay Vess is going to come up and smack a stormtrooper with the back of her hand and knock him unconscious is just utterly ridiculous. Just terrible, terrible, terrible. And like I said earlier, here is a clip of here's another clip of this infiltration. This guy's praising it, but it looks terrible.
Move, trooper. There's a possible intruder near the cargo bay.
So that slide just looked awful. Looked like it took way too, like she was sliding too long. Didn't seem realistic at all. The physics looked really bad. Stormtroopers just run past her. Don't see her at all. She's just hiding behind this little like cargo thing. I don't know. You think at least some like peripheral vision might see her. Maybe you can argue the helmets, but it is what it is. Now she's going to sneak up to this guy, like sneak up. Just watch.
Nix, it's showtime. Hey, get that.
So you can clearly hear her making steps, like, and the stormtrooper doesn't hear it at all and is instead focused on the pet Nix. So knocks a stormtrooper unconscious with like a 1-2 combo. Let's back it up here real quick so you can see what happens again. One punch to the back there, to the side. And then spins him around and then punches him in the head. And the stormtrooper is knocked unconscious with her bare hands. Just, again, completely and utterly ridiculous. Does not make sense whatsoever.
Disturbance reported near the cargo bay.
Next, put on a show.
599, get down there.
Any updates on the situation?
Get that
So just whacked another person on the back of the head at least. At least that was like a pistol whip, so that makes sense. And they're unarmored. But the stormtrooper over here doesn't notice because he's distracted by the pet. And so she just shot a loud blaster bolt, right? Loud blaster bolt. The NPC here has no awareness of this. I mean, come on. This is just absolute garbage. Like if you it's crap. It's absolute crap. There is nothing stealthy about this. This is awful. So there's that 1-2 combo again. Punch in the back, turn around, punch in the face. That one, I guess you can make it work because it doesn't have any armor on. But the Stormtrooper one is just utterly ridiculous. It's still hard to believe that this little tiny woman is 1-2 punching like a big, tough Imperial officer.
We're not getting through that hangar with all those troopers.
So that clip, absolutely terrible. It kind of shows the melee combat is just bad as well. And then here's another one from this guy. This is the clip of the oh, that's the wrong clip. There's actually I'll have to fix this. One sec. Sorry about that. Had to do a quick edit here, but we're back. Here's the actual video that should have been in here with the the guy crashing the speeder bike multiple times. And you see how bad the physics is here. Let's take a look at this.
Whoa! This thing has some kick. Oh, okay, we're alive. We fix the ship, get to the door worlds, and let
Get to me.
You can so you can see how it works, right? She just launches up into the air. She doesn't project forward as you would expect when you are in a moving object and you hit an unmovable object. She should have been flying forward like you would in a car crash if you didn't have a seatbelt on. But she just flies up in the air and kind of dangles there for a couple seconds. And we'll see that a little bit here as we continue.
Gargana. That's pipe turf. You'll lose it.
You see, she's literally like flailing in the air here for a couple of seconds as she hits after hitting the rock here.
And check the logs and even found a name.
No!
Again, should have gone forward into the mountainside, just flies up in the air and flails. It's really, really bad.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying? We set for life.
Like, she doesn't even jump over that sand speeder there. She just shoots up into the air. I think that was the only one that made somewhat of a sense. But you can see how the physics is not really good when it comes to crashing either. So none of these clips inspire me to want to even try this game out at all, even if I was interested in it. It just looks absolutely terrible. The combat looks awful. The gameplay looks really bad. The physics engine looks subpar. And the Ubisoft guys are trying to tell us this is high quality in like most recent sales earnings call. Absolutely not. This looks like something that could have been made over a decade ago, not something that should be coming out in 2024 and specifically trying to be sold as the best of the best, a AAA game. It's mediocre. It's mediocre, subpar, and let's be honest here, is not up to the standards one would expect from a AAA game. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, but to always speak the truth.